Shadows of the Past. Michael's story. Welcome to our haunting journey of discovery, delving deep into the shadows of the past. Meet Michael, a man drawn back to his childhood home, driven by memories both fond and forgotten. What begins as a simple return quickly unfolds into a gripping narrative filled with suspense and chilling revelations. As Michael pushes open the creaky door of his childhood home, he is immediately engulfed by a wave of nostalgia. The scent of aged wood and faded wallpaper evoke a sense of comfort, yet there's an unsettling undertone. His heart beats with familiar rhythms, intertwined with something unknown, as the past starts its whispering. After a long day of settling in, Michael welcomes the quiet of night. But as sleep pulls him under, he's jolted into the first of many nightmares. A dark, shadowy figure looms in the basement, obscured yet terrifyingly present. Shaking off the nightmare seems easy at first. Every eerie experience can be attributed to fatigue, Michael tells himself. Yet, an inexplicable curiosity simmers beneath the surface. The day drags on with distractions and unsettled thoughts, all whispering of memories just outside his grasp. Compelled to understand his curious unrest, Michael roams through each room. Each doorway offers glimpses into his past. A wind-up toy, an old photograph, each a piece of the boy he once was. These subtle clues coax memories long buried, hinting at truths untraveled. Another night falls, and with it returns the nightmarish specter. This time more vivid, more tangible, as if reaching from beyond the veil of dream. Michael awakes drenched in cold sweat, his mind racing, yearning to decipher the cryptic visions tormenting his rest. Michael's days are now draped in the shadows of his restless nights. Distracted and anxious, his interactions with old friends and neighbors hint that perhaps they too remember something unspoken. Snippets of conversation point to a past event clouded in mystery. As these fractured conversations and dreams intensify, Michael experiences daytime flashbacks. They glimpse scenes not entirely his own, incomplete yet convincing. The suspense tightens, and with each flash, the shadowy puzzle begins to align with his night terrors. Driven by a profound need for answers, Michael turns detective, digging through piles of old photographs and letters. An old letter, yellowed with age, suggests a link to the ominous basement, this mysterious place both feared and forgotten in his nightmares. Hesitation and fear battle resolve as Michael approaches the basement door. Courage fueled by desperation leads him down rickety steps, each creaking reminder of the unknown horrors that lie below. Suspense builds as shadows cast long, forbidding gazes upon his descent. The air grows colder, heavier, as Michael penetrates further into the basement darkness. His heart pounds a staccato beat, as if drumming the countdown to discovery. Layers of dust and forgotten relics hide secrets waiting to be unveiled, as his flashlight flicks across scenes of his past. Flooded with vivid recollections, Michael's childhood reveals itself in fragments of light. Scenes once buried in his consciousness resurface, revealing connections to his recurring nightmares. Deep within the dim confines of the basement, Michael confronts the embodiment of his inner fear. The dark figure is no longer a nameless terror, but a deeply personal specter tied to his past, now glaring back at him. The weight of the realization crashes over Michael, unveiling truths long concealed. Waves of emotion surge within, fear, grief, relief, each fighting for supremacy as the ghost of his past stands unveiled. As vivid memories flow, long repressed trauma reveals itself in full light. Michael's childhood, once thought sheltered, now cries with unheard torments. These are not mere shadows of the mind, but real fingerprints of history, demanding recognition. With clarity comes understanding. Michael's journey exposes the profound psychological impact that fear and repression carry. It is an examination into how children process, bury, and survive the traumas imprinted on their psyche. Through the lens of acceptance, Michael's life becomes a tapestry woven with coping strategies. His choices, his reactions, all subtly aligned by the unacknowledged scars he bore. The narrative layers unveiled are both alarming and enlightening, casting new light on his life story. By unearthing these truths, Michael embarks on a path of healing. Each memory uncovered is a step towards integrating the past into who he is and who he is yet to become. His dreams transform from perilous to enlightening, reflections of a reconciled consciousness. With acceptance, the nightmares begin to dissipate. Michael recognizes them for what they are: tools his subconscious wielded to usher him towards healing. His night terrors, once feared and loathed, now serve a purpose in fostering peace. Morning coffee conversations and casual greetings with townsfolk illustrate the transformation within Michael. Observant friends notice his subtle changes, his newfound ease, the lightness in his posture. Even amidst confusion, they see a man changed for the better. The narrative seamlessly threads Michael's past into his present, a beautiful but fractured tapestry now mended. It's a poignant reminder of childhood fears lingering in adult shadows, asking how deeply they impact our current selves. Michael's growth is profound and inspiring. From a man haunted to a man empowered, his journey stands testament to the enduring power of inner resolve. Confronting fear, understanding trauma, he emerges stronger, with a clearer lens on life. The home, once a monument to sorrow, becomes a canvas for transformation. Walls are painted afresh, furniture rearranged, each act of renovation mirroring his own emotional metamorphosis. The house, like Michael, transcends its haunted past. A newfound connection with his community strengthens Michael's bond with his roots. Conversations deepen with those who knew pieces of his story, offering dialogues that heal and bridge gaps. Michael's final confrontation with his past cements his path towards wholeness. The acknowledgement of truths, though painful, becomes liberating, marking an end to his internal battle. Reflecting back, Michael contemplates the journey traversed. What began as a trek through fear morphed into an enlightening discovery of self. The experience explores the power memory holds, how facing it can redefine identity. Michael's story isn't just his own. It extends a universal message, encouraging all to face their shadows. The narrative implores viewers to recognize their hidden fears, suggesting that triumph resides not in avoidance, but in confrontation and understanding. The story concludes with Michael standing in the light, free from the shadows that once loomed large. He finds peace not in forgetting, but in remembering, accepting, and growing. His gaze is set firmly on the horizon, hopeful for a future free from the fears of the past. And so, the journey of Michael concludes, a poignant tale of confronting darkness, unearthing truth, and embracing peace. As we close, may this narrative inspire you to explore your own shadows, to find strength in vulnerability, and to uncover the brighter path beyond fear.